Can I ask you something kind of personal? Have you ever come home after a genuinely fun day with friends? Like nothing went wrong, everyone was laughing, good vibes, good time, and then you walk through the door and just feel sad. No real reason, just this quiet emptiness sitting in your chest, like something's missing, but you can't even name it, or you're home alone. You have people you could text. There are people in your life. You're not isolated. And yet you feel like the loneliest person in the world, just sitting there with your phone in your hand, not actually wanting to open it. One more thing I want to ask you. When you're talking to someone, do you ever catch yourself mid sentence thinking, should I even say this? Will they understand what I mean? What if it comes out wrong? And then you just don't. You stay quiet because quiet feels safer, because at least then you can't be misunderstood. Have you ever felt like you're watching your own life from the outside, like it's all happening, everything's there, but you're not really in it? You're just kind of next to it. If any of that sounds familiar, I really want you to hear this first. There is nothing wrong with you. I mean that. This is not a personality flaw. It's not some sign that you're broken or too sensitive or too much. It's just what happens when someone spends a long time not living for themselves. You lost yourself, and I know that can sound like one of those things, one of those phrases people throw around, but I don't mean it like that. I mean it literally. Something happened quietly, kind of slowly, where you started shaping yourself around other people, around what they'd like, around what would make you fit. You wanted to be part of the group you thought was cool. You wanted to be accepted. You didn't want to feel like the odd one out. And honestly, that makes complete sense. Being with people always feels better than being alone, especially when you've already been with those people for a while, when there's history, when you finally feel like you have a place somewhere. But here's what starts to happen after a while. Your preferences start to feel like they're not really yours. The music you listen to, the things you talk about, the opinions you hold. Did you actually choose those? Or did you just kind of absorb them from the people around you, from what felt safe to say? Your hobbies start to feel the same way. And honestly, the list goes on longer than you'd want to admit. And of course you feel bad. Of course you do. Of course you come home after a fun night and feel empty. Of course you feel drained instead of full after spending time with people. Because it's not yours. That version of your life, the things you're doing, the way you're showing up, it's not actually you. You've been adjusting for so long that somewhere along the way you just lost track of who you were before all of this. And here's the thing I keep coming back to. Life was not made for being liked. I know that's easy to say, and I know that belonging somewhere feels really important, especially when you already have a place, when there's comfort and familiarity and people who know your name. I get it. I want that too. But there's a difference between being yourself around people and slowly disappearing into what people want you to be. Those are not the same thing, and one of them costs you everything. Life is about change. You change. The things that felt right 2 years ago might feel completely wrong right now. And that's not a problem. That's just you growing. But if you've been holding yourself still, holding yourself back just to keep your place in someone's world, you're paying for that with yourself. And eventually you feel it. Exactly like that. So is it really worth it? I want to say something before I go further, because I think it matters. Don't take anything I'm saying as me thinking I have this figured out. I really don't. This channel, Julie Inside Out, is literally just about me. My experience, things I've been through, things that hurt, things I'm honestly still figuring out. I'm not a therapist. I'm not an expert. I'm not here to tell you how to live. I just want to put the right thoughts in your head so that in those moments when you start to lose yourself, and they come for everyone, maybe something I have said will bring you back to yourself, back to that quiet version of you that's been there the whole time waiting. That's all I'm trying to do here. So, what do you actually do with any of this? I'm not going to say just be yourself because that means nothing when you don't know who that is anymore. Instead, just ask yourself honestly, what do you actually like? Not what looks good, not what your friends are into, not what makes sense on paper. What do you actually like? Just you. If you like watching shows, watch them without guilt, without making it mean something. If you like singing, sing, even if nobody hears it, even if it's not impressive. If you like being alone, be alone. If you need quiet, choose quiet. Find yourself in the small stuff, in whatever makes you feel a little lighter, in whatever makes you forget to check your phone. Forget the stereotypes. Forget the idea that there's a right kind of person to be or a right way to spend your time. The people who have a lot of opinions about how you're living, trust me, are not living their own lives. The only thing that actually matters is living in a way that feels like you, in harmony with yourself. Because only in that, only when you actually feel like yourself, can you build friendships that are real. Not ones held together by you going along with everything. Real ones, where someone actually knows you. Real relationships, where you don't have to earn your place every single day, and something to do with your time that actually feels right, that actually feels like it belongs to your life. Only through that, nothing else is going to get you there. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm really glad you are.